Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm on Thiepval Ridge, 1944, standard battle from the South Spawn, platooned up with Gilbs. He's in his 65T, which I believe he was stock in this game, but I can't remember. Yeah, just a notable thing on Thiepval Ridge, 1944. I don't know when it happened, probably one or two patches ago. But they moved the South Spawn, captured, base capture, into like G8 rather than where we spawn in K0. I don't really understand why that makes any sense, because it's not like you could realistically capture the base there. It's just in the wide open space, whereas the northern base is in the comfort and safety of A1, which is covered by ridge lines. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe the south was getting captured. I don't know. You guys can share your thoughts if you want to in the comments. Let me know why you think they changed that. Was this getting capped a lot from like the north capping the southern spawn? I don't know. It never happened to me really. Or it did and I was just dead and I didn't know that we were getting capped. That could definitely be the problem. But yeah, I'm in my Progetto Ariete Tier 8 Premium Italian tank. And this thing is a beast. It's kind of tricky. The Italians are all tricky to get used to the auto reloading system. Obviously, you get punished the more shells that you shoot, or your DPM gets punished, I should say. We spot a T-32 out in the ruins, and right now I could shoot him again, but I'm picking up assist damage, and I wanted to get that next shell loaded. And then I tried to track him, but unfortunately I was unable to take the track off. Now we're going for a full clip reload, and we're just going to pop up here, see what we can spot, and maybe get some more artillery assist here. Slide down, just try to stay safe from there, Artie. And what used to be a big fun fight down in H3 is now kind of just scattered into chaos along the whole map, I feel like. Yeah, there's not a lot of consistency with this, how this map fights out. The meta is kind of all over the place in my opinion. I still like to secure the south first and then head north, just because I feel like the south gives you a lot more leverage. Obviously the middle vision is important. It's always important to control middle. Yeah, here I'm not paying attention. Pgilby lets me know that we got tanks in our sides, so I affirmative that action. Let him know that we were going to focus the Skoda first. We get a nice engine deck fire there, and he tries to back up, runs into his BK 101P, and I just chose to use all three. I was hoping to relight him. Unfortunately, I wasn't, but I let Gilby know that I'm clipping, and then if we can, we're going to try to take his track off, but I prefer to load all three shells. So until Gilby really lets me know, like, hey, I really need you to start pounding on this guy, will I start pounding on this guy? Alright, so we're almost up to we got three shells. We track him in place. Now Gilby should be able to avoid his turret. Sure enough, the VK turns his attention to our other heavy tank, and I decide to get two more shells in. Put one in his side. Gilby kills him. I shoot my third shell, which once again I am clipping, and just bad communication between me and Gilbs. I shouldn't say he should have. Had he told me that he was had the kill shot, and maybe he did, and I was just trying to get it off before him. I've been known to try to steal some kills every now and then. Just don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. We don't need evidence of that. Alright, come around the corner, I have a shell loaded, so I take him down, and there is a tank destroyer following me. It's the Excalibur, so I quickly turn around, pluck him because he has no more hit points, and it is 5-4. That was just a really fun fight down in the south. It's what I remember Thiepval Ridge to be, so I really enjoy racing around, trying to cover flanks, outflank the Reds. I mean, that's one of my favorite things to do in the game, is just being a close-knit fight, trying to outflank the other team. Generally, it just doesn't play out like that because that's harder for newer, less experienced players, and then it's also harder for people that are trying to go for marks of excellence, just because if you're going for your marks of excellence, you don't really want to trade your hit points. You want to be safe while you get your damage. That's why I suck at getting 3 marks on my tanks. Alright, so we clean up the south, and you're going to see how much leverage we have because of it. The south has this sniper hill in E8, and many times you will have the majority of your team sitting on it. So that should determine how aggressive you play the south. If you're the only one on the H line, then you need to fall back to like H6 or essentially G5, play that ridge line, and take advantage of all your snipers being up there. The alternative would be to head north and then essentially get into like C8 location, and there's a nice ridge along that riverbed where you can get some good vision out and your snipers can still see. Yeah, so those are my 2 locations. If you spawn in the south and your team goes to Sniper Hill, you have to keep their guns active if you want to win the game. They don't want to engage in a fight. They're there to soak up damage from the safety of their bushes and hills and buildings. So that's fine. You just have to be aware of that and get them spots so they can safely shoot at targets. Alright, so we spot the Iron Rain. We got 3 shells for him. We go for a track, but I kind of aimed towards the track, but more towards center, just in case my shell drifted. I didn't want to miss, and then my shell drifted and I missed anyways. So then I just decided to shoot middle mass and take his engine out. But we are having a rockin' game, 4,000 damage, 3,000 assist. And this HMH, I don't know where he's going or what he wants to do, but I track him in place and put 2 more shells in him, take him out. We're up to 5 kills. This is my top gun. He's on a sliver of health. I have 4 seconds to get a shell. He hits me, doesn't kill me, so am I going to be able to snag him? Absolutely. We pick up the top gun. 4,300. My arty shell just fell. That's what I was afraid of. I figured my arty would steal him from me. But this should be a monster base XP game. Pick up 200,000 silver. Just a really fun game in the Progetto Ariete. And when you can have an open map where you run around, get reloads, things like that, you're going to crush it. 2349 base XP. That is excellent. I'll have that game all day long. 28 shots fired, 21 pens. This gun is pretty reliable, and it kind of filled the role of my mutts. I liked my mutts, but then I got this tank, and it faster aim time. It's got the auto reloader. Kind of took the place of that. So, yeah, I love this tank. I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.